is Michelle Carter, and you are on The Real Talk for DONs. This is a time that I get a chance to talk to my directors and nurses in long-term care about real-life issues. What are we dealing with as a director of nursing? So, before we get started, I want you to like, share, subscribe, and follow our YouTube channel and comment and hit that bell. Our YouTube channel, MCB Nurse Consultant LLC. So today on our Real Talk, I want to talk to you about being able to survive when you lose team members. And it happens. We're going to have important team members leave, and we're going to have important team members leave us and stay. And sometimes they leave us because they just want a good fit. Sometimes they leave us because they want to move to the next level. And that's okay. But as a director of nursing, you want to be prepared. You want to be prepared of what to do next. I truly believe as a director of nursing, you need to know what all your team members are responsible for, what are they doing, and you're able to do 95% of your job also. Now, that doesn't mean I want you to micromanage. There's a big difference. You can know what they're doing and know how to do their job without micromanaging to do their job. And the reason I say that is because if they leave, you want to be able to make sure that the job still has to flow. Believe it or not, no matter who's in that building, the wheel's still got to keep turning. I've been in situations where I lost managers. I've lost administrators. Obviously, I didn't have to do the administrative role, but I still had to make sure that nursing still functioned while that administrator was getting acclimated to their position. I've lost managers. I've gained managers. And in that time of you when a person's leaving, and if they leave on good terms, majority will give you 30 days as a manager. But they might only give you 2 weeks. That's okay. You have to be prepared. One, as soon as you're prepared, keep your ear to the grind and listen to what's going on at your team. Make sure you're having check-ins with your team members. Most people who are going to leave because they have a better opportunity are going to be honest and come and talk to you about it. And you want them to grow. Maybe they can't grow in that organization. Maybe there's something they want to try a little bit different. You want to encourage them. But once you know, then start getting a plan. Get a plan. You can always start and make sure that there's team members that you can utilize until you get that position filled. I think a lot of us as director nurses, we do not utilize and empower our LPNs as much as we really should. There is a majority of LPNs who have probably about 10 to 25 years experience, who they know how to do their job. They know how to pass medications. They know how to take care of the residents, but they're striving to want to do more. But they're not right. They don't want to go back to school and get their RN degree, which is perfectly fine. So embrace those. Embrace those strong leaders or those strong team members that you have. Give them tasks to help you get over that crunch. And maybe as you're giving them tasks, you may see something in them that they may be able to fill that position. There's nothing written in stone that a RN has to be the only person that has to be a manager. An LPN can be a manager. An LPN can be assessment coordinator. LPNs can be educators also. You just want to make sure that there's certain levels of things in each state that they might not be able to educate and teach on, that you might have to step in or another RN has to step in. But that doesn't mean you can't help them and embrace them. So you want to have that plan. You want to have some type of plan to be ready for them when that individual leaves. And that just happened to me within the last week. I have an individual on my management team that had an opportunity to be similar to me as a DON, but not in skill, more in personal care and assisted living. And this manager is absolutely wonderful. They truly, truly are, and they do a great, great job. But I want to see this manager succeed and go to the next level. So why not encourage him? So now we had to work on a plan. Now, there was a couple things I had in the back of my head already because we've had these conversations, and I had my ear to the grind and heard. So we had these conversations, and so we're putting a plan together. And until we get the plan, the wheels have to turn. Now, there may be a little bit more things that I might have to do in order to, until we get the actual get the position filled, but that's okay. I have to get myself in that mindset, and I have to be able to get myself balanced. I have to do X, Y, and Z, and who else I need to help me do X, Y, and Z. Because again, you're still responsible for it doesn't change the responsibility as your director of nursing. As you being a director of nursing, it doesn't change your responsibility to your residents and to your families and also to your team. But you want to be a director of nursing that knows what's going on in your building. That's the key thing. Know how to take care of your building. I have met directors of nurses who do not do anything with staffing. They have no idea what goes on with staffing. To me, that's a huge mistake. I have directors of nurses who don't ask questions about falls. They let their educator or the quality nurse do all that, or their ADM. That's a big mistake. I know directors of nurses who don't follow up on the wounds. They don't talk to the wound nurse. They don't follow up and see what's going on with the wound nurse. That's a big mistake. I know directors of nurses who don't talk to the RNACs. Now, ideally, the RNAC position is a little bit different. As a director of nursing, we could do staffing if we need to. We don't want to, but we do if we need to. We can look at the falls. We can review the falls. We'll track and trend falls. We can do the same thing with wounds and also infection control. But we may not be able to do a true MDS. But you still need to know the processes. It's not so much the people, but the processes. What is the process for the MDS? So you can help the next person coming in. Making sure that the team member is getting the data and are charting correctly. Because if you have an outside person, they don't know the residents. So it's going to take them a time to get to know them. There's so many different positions that come and go. And ideally, you want to keep that consistency. But you have to be realistic. There's going to just be some people who are just not a good fit, or they want to try something different. But that's okay, because if you stay consistent as a DON, then your other team members will be consistent, and then you'll be able to know what to do and be able to step in and get the position filled quickly. You don't have to panic. You have to just be calm, and it will follow through. And believe me, I have times when I was panicking. Oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to handle this? I stopped doing that because I learned how to do self-awareness, self-regulation, and remember, I can do what I can do, and we're gonna overcome this. But when you take a step back and put a plan and look at the processes, things will run a lot smoother. So I just want to give you those tidbits of being ready if an important individual on your team decides to leave. What if and not even leave? What if something happens and they have to take care of a loved one, and they're on a short-term leave of absence, or they have surgery? You still have to make sure that the building is functioning. You need to be able to know the list of duties of your team members. You need to be able to check in with them and see who's doing what, when they're doing it, and how they're doing it, and finding the best person to do the job. Do not panic. It will all work itself out. There's going to be some times you might have to put a little bit of extra time in, but that's fine. You can put the extra time in, the position will get filled, and everything's going to run. But you can't let it go. You can't let whatever they did or whatever they were bringing to the table, you cannot let it go. Utilize the people that you have. If you have a strong LPN and you can get them off the floor and get them covered with maybe a casual person or a part-time person to have them come help you, take advantage of that. If you have a casual RN supervisor on all 3 shifts and you might have to divvy some things out, take advantage of that. Those are the tasks that I want you to realize that you don't have to do it all by yourself. You have to be able to delegate some of the tasks because you want to make sure everything is still functioning. So don't panic. Don't be scared. You'll get through it. I have confidence in you, and you have confidence in yourself. I just wanted to talk to you about that today. Wanted to let you know some things that's going on with MCB Nurse Consultant. So, as you know, we are enrolling for our program, our 6-week program, Leadership Roundtable for Directors and Nurses. At the bottom of this video, there's going to be a link that you can sign up and enroll for that also. If you are a new director of nursing or a seasoned director of nursing and want to brush up on your communication strategies, your leadership skills, learning emotion intelligence, understanding how artificial intelligence can help you as a director of nursing, understanding staffing strategies to help retain and recruit staff, and understanding some of the five top cited citations from CMS in the United States to help you understand that regulation, come and join us and sign up for our program. I'm giving a sneak peek to the program on October 12th at 10 a.m. where you get a chance to meet the instructor. You get a chance to have a one-on-one with me in a one-on-one in a group setting that you can find out all the questions and ask all the questions you want to know about this program. So I hope this is helpful to you. Again, catch us next week for Real Talk, the Real Talk for directors, for DONs. A chance for directors and nurses to just keep it real and talk about our lives as a director of nursing. I can't wait to see you. Have a great day.